Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the channel. It's your boy JLerone presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female foolery. And today, yeah, we got some black female foolery, you guys. Big time black female foolery. If you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. That helps the channel grow. All right, we'll go ahead and get into this nonsense real quick. Now, I was listening to Take Heed to the Message the other day. Shout out to Take Heed to the Message. If you haven't, man, y'all need to go check her out. She be cooking. And if you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, all right? Sis be getting it in, all right? But, yeah, she was playing a video of this lady, right? I guess she had a boyfriend, or maybe that was her fiance. But listen to this. She said that it's another guy that she's messing with, right? That he gave her a promise ring, and she calls this guy her forever boyfriend, right? But but I guess she's engaged to another dude. So when she goes out of town, she kicks it with her quote unquote forever boyfriend, right? Because he gave her a promise ring. So they're just like supposed to be best friends, but she sleep with him. She goes out of town, kicks it, and sleeps with her forever boyfriend. But she don't call that cheating. Man, you can't make this shit up. How? And she said that she doesn't call it cheating. So her boyfriend that lives in town, that lives with her or whatever or whatnot, asked her, so you're cheating on me. And yeah, she's cheating, but she said it in her eyes, in her mind, that's not considered cheating because he's out of town. You know what I'm saying? Where do women get off with this bullshit? Where do they get off making up terms and definitions to suit their own BS, right? So she calls this dude her forever boyfriend, saying that it's not cheating because he doesn't live in the same state or because he lives out of town or whatever. But that's not considered cheating, right? I mean, they will make up anything to justify their BS. But let a man do that. Can a man sit up and say, oh, well, I have this forever girlfriend? Just imagine a man. I got a forever girlfriend. This is my fiance right here. Whenever I go out of town, me and my forever girlfriend, we get together, we sleep together. But I don't consider that cheating because, she lives out of town, and this is my forever girlfriend. I gave her a promise ring that she will be forever my girlfriend. So anytime I want to, I can go have sex with her, but that's not considered cheating. I mean, come on now. Can men get away with shit like that? Just ask yourself, would a man be able to get away with some nonsense like that? But this is what these women do. These women can get away with that. And you will have the sisterhood clapping it up, saying, yeah, he ain't got no papers on her, They're not married. That's her forever. He bought her a promise ring, so yeah, he can do. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid how they can just sit up and promote this nonsense. They will clap up nonsense in the name of the sisterhood, right? And like I said, a man can't do that shit. But if a man sit up and say, well, hey, I'm not gonna put up with this. When me and you are gone, I'm done, I'm out, which he rightfully should do. He should just end that altogether. I mean, what man will stay in a relationship like that, right? But if a man say, well, hey, I'm not, that ain't for me, I'm done, then he will be labeled insecure, right? He will be labeled, controlling, all those buzzwords, right? All those, all the shaming language that comes with it, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because a man don't want to put up with that shit. And like I said, rightfully so. What man will want to be in a relationship where a woman can sit up and basically just openly cheat on him and then say it's not cheating because this dude gave her a promise ring, and he lives out of town, out of state or whatever. Shit don't make no sense. It does not make any sense at all. You know, and then men get crucified because we don't want to deal with it. If we don't want to deal with it, then we're, like I said, we are insecure, we are controlling, misogynistic, toxic, you know, all that bullshit, right? But these women can sit up and do and say anything they want to a man, about a man, but you know, we are labeled the bad guy. The men are labeled the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? Just because we stand up and have a backbone. We have standards. We have demands. You know what I'm saying? We sit up and say we don't want this. You know, we don't want, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to put up with this type of behavior. Oh, now the men are labeled the bad guy. You know? It's like in Scarface, you know, say hello to the bad guy. You know? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, hey, fuck it. Make me the bad guy. Call me. Yeah, I'll be the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But they try to shame you with that, man. They try to make you think that, or they try to gaslight you into thinking that you are wrong for standing up for yourself, right? Anytime a man try to stand up for himself and say that, you know, he's not going to put up with certain type of behaviors, you know, he gets labeled. He's shamed, you know, or they try to insult him into accepting the BS from certain type of women, you know. But it's crazy. It's you gonna call me the bad guy because I don't want to put up with your BS. Okay, yeah, I'll be the bad guy. Yeah, let's run with that narrative. I'm the bad guy because I have standards, right? You know, but that's how they do. That's exactly what this world is coming to, man. You know, these women are a trip, and I was listening to that, and I'm sitting up here like, where do they come up with this? You know, why? How does this type of thinking get? What are these women come up with? I mean, you know what I'm saying? These women come up with some of the stupidest, asinine shit in order to get away with being manipulators, cheaters. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yet, like I said, on the men side, we're considered toxic if we talk about it. You know, we're considered misogynistic, or we're considered, you know, just being, you know, just saying that no, we're not gonna stand up for it, and we are insecure. You know, you're insecure because you don't want me to cheat. You know, you're controlling because you want me to be, you know, a regular traditional woman. Shit is stupid. It don't make any sense, man. And then, you know, they have this thing out here now. They have this what is it called? What's the new word? Male supremacy. That's the new one, right? That's the new one, y'all. Any man that stand up for himself is now labeled a male supremacist. You know, male content creators who come out and point out black women's bad behavior, that they're considered male supremacists, right? I don't know if you guys, you know, been watching, but I think MTR did a video about it where he was put on a list by Homeland Security where he's now labeled a male supremacist. It's him, Fresh and Fit, and some more male content creators, right? And from what I understand, the majority of them are black. I don't know. Some of the names I know, some of the names I don't. So I don't know the names I don't know. I don't know if those are male white creators. I don't know. But I know the majority of them are black male content creators, right? But they're on a list and they're being labeled as a male supremacist simply because they call out the BS that these black women are on, right? Yeah, they're being labeled a male supremacist. So now, instead of being, I guess, labeled toxic or being, a misogynist, you got to put up with being called a male supremacist, right? In which is being backed by Homeland Security. So now you're being shamed, I guess, or you're being targeted for being a man. Is what it is. It's based. That's all it is. You're being targeted. Men are being targeted for being men. Like, we don't know that there's not an agenda to, to make men more docile. Put it that way, right? Men, it's like men can no longer be men now. We're seeing it, in a lot of things now. We're seeing it where they're trying to make men more feminine. We've been seeing that shit. That's been going on for a minute now. They're trying to make men seem more docile, more feminine, more, just anything a man does that's manly now is being labeled toxic, of course, misogynistic, of course. Now they're going to label you as a male supremacist because you're being a man. So because you're being a man, you stand 10 toes down on your beliefs and your standards and saying, I'm not going to put up with women acting a certain way, then you are a male supremacist. They're trying to frighten men into being docile, basically into saying, oh, it's okay for women to do certain things, or to say, okay, well, we're not going to combat anything that women do now, because if we do, we're going to be targeted and be called a male supremacist. I mean, all male supremacist is like they want you to be ashamed. It's nothing. What is a male supremacist? First of all, what is a male supremacist? We all know what white supremacy is, right? It's basically white people thinking that they are dominant, right? White supremacy is white people are, dominant. They're above everybody. That's like the gist of white supremacy. So male supremacy would be men are above everybody, right? Men are the dominant, right? When you think if white supremacy means white is dominant, then male supremacy means male is dominant, which we already know that that's the case, right? Ain't that what men are dominant. Men are the superior. So why is it now that they want to label male supremacy is something to be on the lookout for? They want to, label male supremacy as being bad, right? That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to label male supremacy as being something bad, when we all know that male supremacy is exactly what it is. Men are in charge. Men are dominant. But you see what they're trying to go at. They're trying to do. They're trying to silence men. That's all it is. It's a tactic to silence men. And who's doing that? Who come up with this shit? Who make the laws and the rules and all this? Homeland Security, all this stuff. Who does this? Other men, right? But who's pulling the strings? Think about that. What will make another man come out and target other men with a term called male supremacist in order to shut them up from talking about, women's behavior? What will make another man do that? What will make, because that's who made this. That's who made this. That's who came up with this shit. Another man, other men, right? Who put these men on a male supremacist watch list? Other men. Well, who's pulling their strings? Women. I mean, who else? Who else would do that? Why would other men come out and put other men on a watch list, and then call them male supremacists. Ain't nobody doing that but other men who are handpicked by their woman, by some woman, you know. Some woman got pissed off because of what men are saying online, and she got in her feelings. Ran over to her simp husband, her beta. If you don't do this, then I'm gonna do this. If you don't do this, then I'm gonna release these tapes. If you don't do this, I'm gonna release something that you said way back when. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we always say, don't be telling these women your business. Don't be telling these women your deep dark secrets, because that shit'll come back and haunt you. And to be honest, I think that's what's happening. That's why men make these type of laws or rules, you know what I'm saying, to shut up other men. All because of a woman. Some woman got something on some man that's higher up, and she's pulling his strings. Simple as put. That's the gist of that. That's why that's happening. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that it's all a ploy, like I said, to shut men up. You know, just to make men be quiet. You know, and we all know that women want complete control. They don't want to be equals. You know, they're always talking about equality. Women don't want equality. Women want complete control. Complete, utterly control. So, and they'll do anything to get it. And it's showing. You know, why would you put podcast men on a male supremacist list? You know what I'm saying? I mean, make that shit make sense. Make it make sense. You're being called a male supremacist because you're talking about the bad behaviors of women, right? But nobody's telling any lies. Where's the lie in what's being said, right? When men get up on these podcasts and talk about the behaviors of women, you know, black women in particular, where's the lie? Now, it'd be different if you know, men were just up here wailing, talking out the side of their neck, and wasn't coming with any receipts or anything. But that's all we have, are receipts. You can see it. I mean, every time men get up on these platforms and talk about what, you know, these women are doing, is because these women have got online and put the receipts out there. Y'all put the shit out there for us to see. So we have nothing but receipts. But then you get mad because we say something about it. You get mad because we tell you this is disrespectful. You're disrespecting yourself. You're disrespecting the black community and all that. But that's our fault, right? That's the black man's fault for saying something. So because the man gets up on the podcast and say, hey, she said this, or she did this, she out here talking about she want her coochie scratched and all that good stuff. We're saying that, you know, no, that ain't gonna fly, sis. We don't roll like that. We're not doing that over here. But we're bad. We're mean because we said that. But yeah, when did it get to be, you know, the man's fault that, you know, you women out here twerking and acting a fool, you know, coming out with your, you know, dress, you know, with your butt all out in the videos on Instagram, chest all out. You know, I was on Instagram one day, man, and y'all motherfuckers y'all women are, I mean, you damn near seeing pussy lips, you know, on Instagram. I mean, I saw one chick on Instagram where, you know, the nipples were just out there nippling. I mean, y'all basically damn near butt naked on Instagram now. But it's the man's fault. for saying something. It's the man's fault for, you know, saying that we don't like women who behave in this, you know, fashion, right? That's the part I don't get. How is it that, you know, you women can sit up here and, like I said, just be damn near butt naked on Instagram? You know, I heard it's worse on X, on Twitter. So I ain't even on there. I ain't even been on there, but I heard it's even worse. But I know Instagram, yeah, I'm seeing nipples. Y'all motherfuckers in these bikinis or in these G, whatever the fuck y'all be wearing. But I mean, you can damn near see straight up your birth canal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just sitting there, just spread eagle. Everything's out for people to see. But then y'all get mad when somebody say something. How? And then you want to blame black men or men on podcasts who talk about it. You know, and in this sector, you know, it's ain't number of black men talking about it, right? But then you want to label them male supremacists. How? I mean, where do we come up with this BS, right? But yet, like I said, all this is just another tactic to shut men up. That's all they want to do. They just want us to be quiet while they just roam free and just act a damn fool. They don't want nobody to tell them anything, but they expect, you know, when they say something, that the men gotta listen to them. Who wants to be in a damn relationship like that, right? Just like the lady who said she, like I said, with the boyfriend or the forever friend, the dude that gave her the promise ring. You know, there's a guy she can just say she can just go sleep with anytime she want to, but that's not considered cheating. But her boyfriend or her fiance, whoever this other guy is, he's supposed to sit back and be okay with that. But if he did it, it'll be a whole problem. It's always a double standard. It's always hypocrisy. It's always, you know, like I said, these women want to be able to just have total control. They don't want to listen. They say they want equality, but it's like I said, they want total control. There's no equality. There's no equality when there's a double standard. There's no equality when they can go and do this, but if a man does it, you know, it's a no-no, right? He get crucified for it, right? But yeah, that's the BS. That's the black female foolery, right? But yeah, like I said, man, it's stupid. But you guys, I just wanted to talk about that. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. Again, it's your boy JLerone with JLerone Presents. Please be good to yourself by all means. Let's be good to one another. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.